All right, today we are going to build your very first robot assistant. No, not a physical one with arms and legs, but something way, way better for your daily work life, Azure Automation. So let's pull back the curtain and see how you can get your own digital helper working for you.
I want you to just picture this for a second. Imagine no more late-night logins to shut down dev machines. No more dragging yourself in on a Monday morning to run tedious cleanup scripts. I mean, this sounds a little like science fiction, right? Well, it's not. It's the world that automation opens up, and we're going to see exactly how it works.
So, to make this whole thing really stick, we're going to use a simple analogy. I want you to think of Azure Automation as your own personal robot assistant. It's tireless, it's perfectly obedient, and it lives up in the cloud just waiting for your commands.
And at its core, that's really all Azure Automation is. It's a service designed specifically to take all those repetitive, manual IT tasks right off your plate. You tell it what to do with scripts, you tell it when to do it on a schedule, and you tell it where to do its work. And the service handles everything else, and it does it perfectly every single time.
Now, any good assistant needs a toolkit to get the job done, and ours is no different. So let's open up the briefcase and look at the key components that make all of this automation magic actually happen.
First up is the automation account. This is the foundation, the home base. You can think of it as the robot's office. It's basically a container up in Azure where we store everything it needs to get its job done. All the scripts, all the schedules, and even sensitive info like credentials, all kept neatly and securely in one place.
Next in the toolkit, we have runbooks, and these are the absolute heart of the whole operation. A runbook is just the to-do list we give our assistant. And you know what the best part is? If you already know PowerShell or Python, you already know how to write a runbook. It's literally just a script that you want to have run on its own. And the last piece of our toolkit is the schedule. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's the robot's calendar. This is the part that makes the automation truly hands-off. You can tell it to run a task once, or every hour, or every day at 8 p.m. You set the schedule, and you can walk away. The assistant takes care of all the timing.
Okay, theory is great, but seeing is believing, so let's put this assistant into action. We're going to walk through a super simple but incredibly practical example, automatically shutting down a virtual machine to save some money.
So we're starting with a really clear goal here. Those development VMs, they don't need to be running 24/7, right? Every single hour they're turned off is real money saved. So our mission is to make sure this VM shuts down every single night without fail and without anyone having to remember to do it.
And here's the beautiful part. The core of our entire automation, the actual work, comes down to this one single, powerful line of PowerShell. That's the command. That's the instruction. Everything else we do is just building a little framework around this command so it can run securely and on a schedule.
And the workflow, it follows our toolkit perfectly. First, we build the workspace, our automation account. Second, we write the instructions. That's our PowerShell runbook with that stop AZVM command inside. Third, and this is important, we have to give our assistant permission to actually manage VMs. And finally, we set its calendar. We link that runbook to a daily schedule. Simple as that.
And just like that, the job is done. For good. That VM is now going to power down at 8 p.m. every single evening. You've just automated away a recurring task and you've started saving money. This is the real power of setting it up once and letting your robot assistant handle it from now on.
Now, stopping one VM is a great start, but honestly, that's just scratching the surface. The same exact principles apply to a huge range of tasks. So let's zoom out a bit and look at some of the common, high-impact ways people are using this in the real world.
I mean, the possibilities are pretty vast. You can go way beyond just stopping VMs to scaling down other services during off hours. You can automate all that boring maintenance like cleaning up log files or restarting a service that gets stuck. You can even reach into your on-premise data center to manage older servers. And a huge one is governments, having automation that checks for non-compliant resources and just fixes them for you.
If you only take one single thing away from all of this, let it be this idea. This is your new rule of thumb. If you find yourself doing the same clicks, running the same script, or performing the same check more than a couple of times, just stop. Ask yourself, could my robot assistant do this for me? The answer is almost always a big, fat yes.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Think about your own workday, your own to-do list, the server reboots, the file cleanups, the daily reports. What is that one boring, repetitive task that you would absolutely love to never have to do again? That's your starting point. So, what will you eliminate first?